Hey y'all, so welcome back to my Black History Month entertainment series. And I've decided I'm going to reshare my original reaction to The Harder They Fall. Now, I think this type of movie is something that is very important in our entertainment history because it's one of those movies that depicts us in lights other than our six stereotypes you usually see in television and film. And also, I think if you enjoyed the Book of Clarence, I have a video for that also. It was written and directed by the same person, so if you are into that style or it was into that movie, go back and watch Harder They Fall. So I think somebody like him who's a real auteur of his craft, we need to start championing this type of director so we can see more from him. And yes, so hope you enjoy, and also you get to see how my hair used to look and how I used to make my videos. Hey y'all, so I watched The Harder They Fall. It's one of the few movies I've really been looking forward to this year. It's out on Netflix, and I love me a good cowboy movie. I love me a good Western, and what I'm really loving about this, just want to say right out, is that we need to let go of this notion that cowboys were all, white men all trying to seek their, it's not. The cowboys were the indigenous people, the Tayanos, Mexicans, and escaped black slaves. So I'm like, yes, black Westerns. And so we're gonna go talk about this. Alright, so to start off, I really appreciate how when they off there in the beginning, it says this is a fictional story, but these people existed, because they did. And I love me a good old-fashioned revenge story. Like, you wronged my family, I'm coming after you. I don't care if it's 20 years from now. Like, I really enjoyed that stuff. It was very obvious right away, even if you didn't see any previews, because the little boy in the very beginning looked exactly like Jonathan Majors. Like, his nose, his lips, his everything. I was just like, yes. I like the setup of the revenge story happened right away. Then Stagecoach Mary and Trudy, their characters were played by Regina King and I can't remember her other name right now. I feel their characters, I think they were very equal. Like in their fight, their drive for the people that they care about, like the love that they have for the people in their lives, and also Regina King, she was just such a badass. In fact, I want a whole movie of just Trudy. I want to know about her. I really loved the characterization of the Cherokee Kid, and there was other character, but it was Burkworth. I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name correctly. I'm gonna post his name up somewhere because I'm just really excited. And yeah, I love they were very Doc Holliday, Johnny Ringo competition, as if you need something to compare to that, that's familiar. It was that, and I was like, so good. And also the Keith as the Cherokee Kid, he just made him just so cool and smooth, and it was like, it made it hard for me to really think about who to root for, because he was just so and I was like, so anyway, Jonathan Majors as Nat Love, the head of the Love Gang. He is always super, like, really emotionally in touch with his characters, and I really appreciated that about his acting skills, and it was great. It was beautiful. Oh, and then all like the fight scenes and all the shootouts in general, they weren't very stylized, which I appreciated, because when shootouts gets very stylized in a Western, it can be distracting, because you're just like, you can see the choreography, you can see the dancing happening. The character Cuffy, and their, I want to say fight, but their instinct against gender norms was done really well, It was appropriate for the time period. It didn't take anything away from the main story, which was, you know, the Nat Love gang and the Rufus Buck gang. There was this, because there's a scene where they have to go, there was a bank that needs to get robbed. I'm not really giving anything too much away. You know, they're about outlaws. Obviously, there's going to be, you know, robbing happening, and it's a white town, like literally, not just the fact that there's no white people there, but it's white sand everywhere. All the buildings are white. It is a white town, so there is no, oh, I didn't know I couldn't be here. No, this is a white town. Get out, Nagger. It was really great. And then the music. And sometimes, usually I find modern music and period pieces can be a distraction. Like, I didn't really like that in, you know, the Baz Luhrmann's Gatsby. I found it a distraction. But this, I feel like it worked because it really went with everything that was happening. Like, the music was really, like, when they're riding the horses, it's just, it added to it. It wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to pull in modern audio. It just really added to it. It helped the story along. Okay, so like the resolution at the end, I kind of had a feeling that was what it was. I think it was one of two things. I'm not going to say what my two things were until maybe later somebody asks me. But the one or two things that I thought it was that, and I was like, haha, can't fool me, because once again, that's just the way my brain works. And also with the very, very end, I love that because it sets up the possibility of more stories and more movies, and I want more of that. I mean, I love the fact that I love taking actual historical people and using them as fictional characters, and I want more of that. I want, you know, more Black Westerns because we need that. We were, so if you've watched this already and you have some thoughts and you want to discuss this, please let me know because I loved it. It was good. Now, is this something that I'm probably gonna watch a bunch of times? Maybe not, but it is something that I would watch again. And also, Idris Elba. Idris Elba. If you know the video I'm talking about, you know.